Well, hi, and welcome back.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah. So this week we're going to talk about food. The last few weeks we've been talking about the nature of life, how our mind works trying to control things, and how that plays out in our lives. And of course, it has a role in our relationship with food because as we find more peace and ease within, we seem to make healthier choices. We aren't reaching for food to try and change how we're feeling. I just wanted to say something quick about that, how our website, Amazing Health Effortlessly, and the business that we've created over the last several decades, helping people restore their physical health with whole foods, we found the reason we kind of went into this mental side is because we found most everybody, I don't know if there was anyone that really got on the program that wasn't able to achieve the results they wanted to get off their blood pressure meds or their diabetic meds or get rid of their arthritic pain or that. The whole food plant-based regimen seems to work for everyone. And so people would leave our 6 week course in great success and happy as could be. And sometimes we would see some of them 6 months, 12 months later, and the weight was back on, the pain was back, something like that. And it's like, gee, what happened? And to everybody, something came up in their lives, some stressful thing came up in their lives that had them reaching for food, going back to their old habits, which was around comfort, using food for comfort. And that's what threw them off track. So we saw, oh, there's more to this than just knowing what to eat and the physical aspect to produce the physical health that we're looking for. And of course, that realm of science has been around for a long time, mental health. So amazing health effortlessly is more than just the physical health. We see mental health, physical health, they go together. They're all part of who we are. So that's why we focus a lot now too on the mental aspect of gaining that peace and ease within ourselves that is our birthright. In the same way that peace or ease, pain-free movement is our birthright. We're designed to have a healthy, balanced life mentally and a healthy, balanced life physically. So just wanted to give a little explanation about what seems like a two-pronged approach, but they're all in the same direction, all with the same intention. So one of the other stumbling blocks that we see people have is how to put together a tasty meal on the fly. So like, what if I have too many lemons? I've got to use these lemons up, or I've got too many greens. I've got to use these greens up. What do I do? How do I put that kind of thing together?
Well, I noticed this past week that we had a large piece of squash. I knew I wanted to make some red lentils, and I thought, they'd be good together. So I'll throw the squash in the lentils, and I have some golden beets in the fridge that need using. I'll throw those in, and a little celery I need to use up. And it made the most delicious dish. It was just heaven. We loved it. And the second day, we ate it, we added a little frozen corn to change the flavor and texture, and it was heaven. It's such a good dish. And then we have a lot of lemons, and I think I mentioned to you, what can we do with the lemons? And what did you do?
Oh yeah, well, I'm more of a baker. So right away I went to, well, I've been wanting to do kind of a lemon bar. So I just go back to kind of a standard that I have for bars. But interestingly, what I did this time too, what I would often do is go onto the web and say, and Google vegan lemon bars and look at a few sites and get some ideas for ratios and that kind of thing. Well, I've been starting to use Chat GPT for facts and figures and working stuff out lately. And I thought, well, what if I asked Chat what are the common ingredients in a lemon bar and put a little recipe together for me? It was amazing.
Yeah, it was really good.
Came up with a recipe, which I tweaked based on, what I know about things. So you've got kind of a personal assistant these days. I mean, AI, there's controversy about AI, but it is powerful just in terms of putting recipes together.
Well, I think the main point for me is when you have things you need to use up, it gives you an opportunity to create recipes, to create something new and enjoy the taste of something new. And the process of making it is so fun because it's new to you. You haven't done it before. So my first step is always to go to the web, look at a few recipes that might include zucchini if I have too many zucchini. And then that spurs me to think, oh, yeah, that would be good. And I could add this, or I could take away that and make something really special with it that I know would be fun and new to me. So I'm learning, which makes cooking so fun. And I'm giving our palate an experience that's new, which also makes eating more fun.
Yeah, so I think there's a simple formula that kind of helps keep things balanced. So the dishes that we usually make, well, we're talking about the savory dishes now, not the baked goods, um, usually has like a protein carbo base to it. So like she was saying, the lentils. So you've got lentils, beans, grain. That is a good component to build on.
Or squash,
Yeah,
starchy
squash. Yeah, yeah,
veggies.
like a winter squash.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a zucchini, not a summer squash. But yeah, so a starchy thing, or you can build a meal around sweet potato or yam. Yeah,
Or a potato.
yeah,
Yeah.
potato, white potato.
Hmm.
Yeah, so you want that kind of base, and then you add some veggies to it. So we had the golden beets. I think
So
and celery. Yeah, that's what you put in. You put yeah, and so then you've got your veggie palette, the high water content veggies that go in, and of course we're real big on greens, and greens help to really balance the dish. So if you don't want to put them in the dish, like cook in some spinach or whatever, you can do a side with the greens. And having that base that would be like the lentils, the celery, and the red beets as the dish, kind of a vegetable lentil stew, and then greens on the side. Those two together are very balanced. Just to have the stew by itself, for me anyway, doesn't have the same balance as when it has those greens in it.
yeah, the greens are so important for calcium and nutrient. They're just a real health-giving food. Now, today we're going to give you the recipe of a 3-pepper pasta. So I used actually 4 peppers, but 3 different
Three
colors.
colors, yeah.
Yeah. And in that went cherry tomatoes. What else did we put in there? Onion, garlic, mushrooms, zucchini, yummo. And today we're going to add a ton of spinach. We're using it as our second day today. Yesterday we had greens on the side. Today we'll have greens in the dish. So it'll be a 1-dish meal, which I love because it's so simple to make and clean up afterwards.
Yeah, yeah. So I think that, oh, I guess the other thing that I would say, another flavor base that goes into most everything is onion and garlic. You can go lighter on the garlic depending, but the onion adds a sweetness and a nice base to any stew or soup, that kind of thing. So,
And then the one other point, when you're salt-free and oil-free, which we are, to really protect our arterial health, to make sure there are no more little mini strokes or anything of that nature, you want to either have a sweet flavor in the dish or a kind of spicy
yeah,
heat
yeah,
flavor in the dish. So you can add Mrs. Dash extra spicy for the spicy or red pepper flakes, or you might use a chipotle chili powder, whatever you
sriracha,
like. Yeah, sriracha.
or salsa.
Yeah, and then for the sweet flavor, you've got your sweet veggies. So that's peppers, tomato, corn. What
Well, and the
else?
onion
Oh,
gets
and the
into that
onion
sweet
is in the
as well.
sweet
Yeah.
category. Yeah. So we favor one or the other or both in addition. It really, oh, our food is so good. So
think so anyway.
yeah, I enjoy this recipe of 3-pepper pasta. It's really delicious.
Yeah. And just before we sign off, we wanted to mention that we do a community call every Saturday at 10 o'clock Pacific time with clients that we've worked with. And we've opened that call up to the public, so to speak, who are whole food plant-based. So if you have an interest in kind of connecting with community and your whole food plant-based, write us a note in the comments and let us know you're interested, and we'll get in touch with you and we'll put that together.
Yeah, what we do every Saturday is we make a dish, give you the recipe for that, and you get to see how it's assembled. And then we hear from one of the medical doctor experts about the value of whole food plant-based. And then we have a long discussion around a topic.
Well, sometimes long, sometimes short, depending on how much time.
Yeah.
But the end of the meeting is kind of reserved for looking at the mental emotional piece of staying healthy.
And we'd love to have you join us if that's part of what you're interested in, because being part of a community helps so much with your intention to really stay healthy and be healthy.
Yeah, and we learn so much from others, you know. It's one thing to have, kind of teachers who are telling you this and that, but when it's surprising how much good information comes from the people on the call.
Mm-hmm.
Because we've had our experience and most people have heard our story, but when they hear a story from somebody else, it can lots of times resonate with where they're at and what they're going through that we haven't shared yet. So yeah, it's really a nice thing.
And it's free.
And it's free. We stopped charging.
Yeah.
It's one of our gifts to community, our giving back right now. Okay, so thanks for joining us, and we'll be back again next week.
Bye-bye.